My father had oral cancer. He had prostate cancer.
My brother Gilbert had thyroid cancer.
The list of names and cancers goes on and on.
My aunt had breast cancer. Another aunt had lymphoma and lung cancer.
23 people from one family alone.
My daughter Eugenia had thyroid cancer and a tumor in her ovary.
A repeated history of sickness in the New Mexican desert, where on July 16, 1945, the U.S. government tested the world's first nuclear bomb. A blinding light turned the still dark dawn into day. The blast converted the desert sands into green radioactive glass, which you can still find here at Ground Zero today. At the time, ranchers reported then white ash falling from the sky, covering their wells, their gardens, their livestock for days. Unknowing children, believing it was snow, caught the poison on their bodies and inside their mouths. Daryl Gilmore was 17 years old and driving past the site on the day of the test.
My arms and face and neck and all looked like I had a bad sunburn.
Years later, he developed skin cancer on much of his upper body. He continues to battle the cancer among the last living survivors of what was officially known as the Trinity test.
They're just waiting for the rest of us to die. A lot of people have already died from the results of that bomb, and there's not many left now.
The incidence of cancer in the 4 counties surrounding the test site is greater than the national average. But a formal government study on the health impact to nearby residents is still pending 72 years after the blast. Sickened survivors say they were never warned and later forgotten.
They counted on us to be unsophisticated and uneducated and ignorant and unknowing of what they were doing right in our backyards.
Most people here are of Native American and Hispanic descent. They were among the country's poorest citizens at the time of the nuclear test and remain so today. They've received no government apology or compensation, left to bury their dead in poverty.
The injustice has been that they ignore us.
The medical records of children born after the blast are the most devastating of all. Unexplained birth defects and feared genetic mutations.
I have a son and 2 grandsons. I know that I have passed on the genetics.
For years, Congress has promised to look into the matter, but has yet to take action. People here, though, say the evidence is clear, that in the U.S.'s march toward nuclear dominance, they were sacrificed. Heidi Jo Castro, Al Jazeera, Albuquerque, New Mexico.